Derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derpity derp 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 derp.
Episode of Let Us Cast. I am Andrew. With me, as always, is Bruce.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Good, man. We got some other guys joining us today. We have Chris and Ryan joining us all the way live from the patio in Arizona. Sorry, I tried getting that sheep fully pop, and then that little voice in the back
Yeah,
of my
that
head
hype
just
died really quick.
that little voice in the back of my head just like, nobody's going to cheer for that, you fucking tard.
Oh, and the podcast's over. Have a good day.
See you later, everybody. Take care.
Good night, everybody.
Great intro, guys.
Yeah, I know. Consummate professionals.
Like, brief here on the podcast.
Yeah, well, it's good having you guys. What's going on, guys?
Not too much. Enjoying some beautiful Arizona fall weather and smoking a turkey right now for a test run for Thanksgiving.
Nice.
All right, so you're smoking a turkey and Chris is smoking something else. That's awesome.
I'm smoking a turkey. I'm smoking my brain cells.
It's like, I'm just smoking the seasoning. Fuck it.
Very special, Rob.
Fucking A, man. Yeah, it's definitely been a hot minute since we podcasted together, man.
It has been a lot. It's been a bit. It indeed has. I'm kind of glad that we did this a little later because the sun was a little brutal earlier. It was just kind of everywhere, and it would have just been, where are they? Oh, they're somewhere in that just brightness.
Yeah, but it's Arizona.
Well, I mean, the weather is much better than the last time we podcasted. It's no longer 110. I mean, it's more like 78, which is awesome.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man.
This is when it's a dry heat comes in handy.
I'm at a balmy like 32 up here in New Hampshire, so
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Man. Goes straight to hell.
freezing my ass off.
I have no idea what the weather is out here, but I'm just like, I'm fat. I'll survive.
Insulation, good sir. Insulation.
It's all natural padding. Other people have to wear a jacket. I have one basically inside of my skin. Fucking Carhartt's been trying to get the recipe for that for years. Oh man, but yeah, it is definitely been it's definitely been kind of a bad week for our childhood recently, man. So we had the death of Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman.
Yeah.
And then just today it was announced that Jason David Frank, who played the Green Ranger, White Ranger, and Power Rangers when we were kids, he passed away today at 49 from suicide.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man, that really struck the fucking chord with me. Like, I was never like a big like Power Rangers fan. I was just like, all right, yeah, it's kind of cool, I guess, but like the fact of like the suicide, like that's the part that hit me.
Yeah, same. I was never big on Power Rangers. But, I mean, yeah, mental health, it's insane how society kind of looks at it as, like, not a big deal. And, like, mental health and, like, depression and anxiety is a fucking big problem in this country.
It really is.
Like, a really big problem.
Well, yeah, and it's kind of weird too, in the sense of like, if you like fall down, let's just say, and break your leg, like you go to the hospital, they can fix your leg. If there's something wrong like with the inside of your head, they're just like, oh, we got nothing.
Figure it out.
Get back on the offensive line for the Raiders. That's it.
This is just, well, just be happy. Bro, if it were that easy, I would just be happy. Being happy is a great time. It's a very enjoyable experience. Yep.
Life is not a Bobby McFerrin song. I can't just don't worry, be happy.
Yeah, yep. Everything's cool, bro.
You really think about that song too. It's like, well, landlord saying your late rent is late.
You got that?
Let's be happy about it. Fuck it.
bro. You get evicted and live on the street. It's just it's fine.
It's like, want to look at Bobby there and just be like, motherfucker, I live in Buffalo. Like, this sucks.
Where is this fucking guy? Yeah, can you please pass that shit my way?
But no, man, like in all of the years that I don't know if alive, I guess, is the word or not, because who knows what the fuck I'm doing. I just exist. Happiness really is more, I would say it's more like a drug, in the sense of like you're always kind of chasing that dragon of happiness. Once you kind of get that taste of it.
Oh, where'd he go?
There he is. Oh, hello. He was chasing the happiness for a second there.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's almost like a drug, in the sense of like you're chasing the dragon of happiness, and like there are some people like they chase it consistently and they're never able to kind of get that high from something that brings joy to them. And it honestly fucking sucks, man.
It does, yeah. And I think a lot of people too get so caught up in happiness that they sometimes miss out on the things that are going on around them as well. Because you're so focused on trying to figure out why you're not, filled with happy, you don't always realize, hey, my life is happening right now too.
Yeah. I mean, there's also the people that, feel like they're so beaten down by everything that like just a simple pleasure for them, that like, I don't know, like playing guitar or like going to a movie, like just simple pleasure. They're like, what's the point? And I mean, that's a fucking issue too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Or I mean, like, in my instance, where you have so much bad shit happen that when a good thing does happen, you're just like, where is it, bro? Where's the terrible thing that's like gonna, oh, I just got a promotion at work. Oh, and my fucking engine exploded in my car. Like some kind of shit like that. Like, oh, when's the other shoe gonna drop? Like all these.
You're Charlie Brown, constantly waiting for Lucy to pull that fucking football away. It's just like, I know she's gonna do it. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, when and how bad is it going? On what degree of like shit on the shit storm is it gonna be? Like, that's like every time something good happens, I'm like, wait a second, hold on. Level playing field. We can't just have like consistent happiness.
Yeah, it's every time something good happens to you, you're just like, all right, somebody's asking somebody to hold their beer right now because some fuckery's going on right now. And then when that bad thing does happen, you're just like, there it is, knew it. I knew it.
That's the point that I'm at, and I mean, I know you're on it, and I'm sure we're on it. We're just like, oh, cool. Like, it's just like a level of desensitized, where you're like, oh, fucking great. This is just, we can check this off the list of like crazy, like I have shit in my, like, just like micro, like shit at work where my boss will be like, I worked here for 7 years and I've never seen that happen. And I'm like, yeah, bro, been here for 38 years of my life. This is my life all the fucking time. And I'm tired of it. It always happens to you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking aware. I've been here the whole time. This has been my life, and I'm just fucking tired of it.
Yeah, it's like, it's like if you get like a winning like lottery ticket, you're like looking around because you're like, I'm pretty sure our plane's gonna fucking crash right into me, man.
There's one casualty. It was just the guy with the Powerball ticket. That was it.
That's it. Pilot survived. Everybody else survived on the plane, but it's just the lottery winner that died.
That was it.
You flip over the ticket and it says also redeemable for 1 kick to the nuts, and you're like, oh shit.
I mean, a kick to the nuts compared to a plane landing on you. I'll take
It's just the cherry on top,
Yeah, it's just like a cheesecake made out of shit. It's like, oh, we'll put a cherry on there for you, I guess.
But yeah, I mean, it is crazy how, as a society, a lot of people just don't recognize mental health or like mental illness.
Yeah, they really don't.
Like,
I mean, you even think about it too. Like, you look at like the NFL or pro wrestling or whatnot. Like, 10 years ago, if somebody got a concussion, they would just be like, just get the fuck back in there. Now they're just like,
Selling salt, some fucking cocaine. Get the fuck out there.
nowadays it's like, all right. It's like nowadays it's like, all right, we're gonna have you sit out for a couple of plays. You good to go back in? Where's kindergarten class today, mommy? Yeah, he's fine. Get him out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I think things are better now than they were, like, you know, obviously decades ago, but yeah, there's still a long way to go. But I mean, you got to think too, like, the unfortunate thing, especially with mental health or really any health, is that you really don't know how to fix the problem until it happens. Like, until someone's, like, you know, leg falls off, you don't really know what to do about it. Same thing with mental health. Until someone, like, suffers a nervous breakdown, you don't really know how to handle it. So it takes time for people to really, like, figure out. And we still don't know a lot of stuff about mental health, especially. So still a lot of learning to do.
I mean, that's true in the sense of, like, yeah, okay, you got to wait for shit to happen before you can do that. But, like, think about how many studies, like, we'll just say, like, we're done on the heart. Everyone's like, oh, the heart's an important organ and whatnot. It, you know, pumps the blood through the system. When it comes to the brain, people are just like,
It's fine. Your brain is also an organ, and it's also a very important organ.
Yeah.
I think one of the other big things of mental health too is that the prevailing wisdom has always been, we just need to throw some drugs at you, and that'll fix all of the problems. Whereas usually mental health, you actively have to be a part of basically the recovery process. And it's not something that just goes away. You need to actively work on it pretty much forever.
The rest of your life.
You need to actively work at being a happy, well-adjusted person and finding the things that help you cope with your existence. And that is difficult because not many people understand the amount of energy it takes sometimes in order to be a happy, well-adjusted adult.
Yeah, I think, what was it? I think it was Nikki Sixx kind of made the comparison too, in the sense of, like, you know, when you're a drug addict and you get clean, you constantly have that challenge of, like, staying clean. There's always that temptation everywhere and whatnot. I mean, yeah, I guess mental health and, you know, drug addiction a little bit different, I guess, different ballparks, I guess, but there's still that consistent struggle to, like, kind of keep your head above the proverbial water, because you know there's always that thing that's just gonna be like, something's gonna drag me back down.
Yeah, I mean, things always kind of ebb and flow. I mean, you never know. You could think that you're happy, you know. That actually happened to me, where I went along for a while there and I was feeling all happy and good and everything was all bright and chipper and everything. And then a certain date on the calendar rolled around and all of a sudden I was a wreck, and it was, like, kind of unexpected. But at the same time, that's how it is. Sometimes things are really, really big highs, and some things there's really big lows, and you just have to kind of learn how to cope with them. And I think a lot of people don't even just know how to cope with things, like you're saying, Ryan. And the answer oftentimes, unfortunately, is just take drugs to numb it. But that doesn't solve the problem. And not even just, like, prescription drugs. People use alcohol or all kinds of things to numb things so you don't feel the feelings, but it doesn't ultimately solve anything, right?
Yeah. My fun fact was that the thing Bruce kind of got upset about, he saw he got a winning lottery ticket, but it was redeemable for one kick to the nuts.
Yeah, you know, let me tell you.
It's like, yeah, well,
Oh, here you go, Andy.
Oh, fuck you, Bruce.
I mean, I think one of my favorite analogies with healing from mental health too is that it isn't a straight line. It's not climbing a mountain like you hear sometimes. It's almost like going up a spiral staircase where, yes, each time that issue comes around, it comes back. But if you're doing the work, you're levels above where you were the last time, and you need to be able to recognize, hey, the last time this problem happened, I mean, I was so much worse off. And yes, maybe where I'm at right now sucks, but the last time this came around, I was so much more of a wreck than I am now, and that is progress.
It is. I mean, it could also be stated that, you know, if mental health was a staircase, it would look like a fucking MC Escher drawing.
That's definitely accurate. Yep.
Yeah. I was gonna say, we're gonna split hairs here. Am I wrong?
Well, I mean, mental health also varies from person to person too. I mean, the same thing with you know, everybody's got different life experiences
Mm-hmm.
As a doctor, you know, if you break a leg, well, you said it. This step 1, step 2, but with mental health, yeah, you can. There are lots of different ways to go about getting on the right path or getting on a better path.
And
Yeah,
we're coming out of it now, but there was a long period where the mentality was like tough people don't go to therapy and stuff like that. Tough people don't look for help, and really the better thing is to be tough. But thankfully we're starting to pull away from that. I think we still have work to do there too, but it's starting to become more normalized that it's, you know, it doesn't, just because you go to therapy doesn't mean there's something, you know, wrong with you, but
Have to be okay.
yeah.
Yeah, it's there seems to be that mentality still of like, you know, if you do any of this, like if you ask for help, you're a weak person and whatnot. Like you want to be a man, you gotta fucking like punch a fucking lion in the face, eat a steak, you gotta like eat a steak, punch a lion in the face, and jerk off a gun in order to be considered like an alpha male and whatnot. It's like, well, fuck you. Like, I'm not an alpha. If I can't lift up a fucking tree or like pull it by myself, and I call some friends, like it's not. I'm not a lesser man because I can't pull a fucking tree, and I call my friends like, "Hey, can you help me pull this fucking tree out?" Yeah, it's the same thing with mental health. It's you're not weak for asking for help.
Although knowing you, it'll be a ruse to meet some celebrity somewhere. Like, hey, come help me pull this tree. Like, we're gonna go meet Ric Flair.
Yeah, of course. Probably next time I'd be like, hey yeah, but probably next time I would just be like, hey, Chris, Ryan, Ric Flair needs help moving. Can you give his hand? And instead, I just take you to meet Bruce.
And I'm just like, I'm sorry, guys.
You guys want to go to a diner, get some pancakes? Fucking A, man. I'm like,
Do you want to go to Pizza Hut and go to the lunch buffet?
yes, there he is.
So many buffets, so many slices of pizza. For literally hours. Yeah. What would you do today? I spent 5 hours at Pizza Hut. I just ate pizza and hung out. It was cool.
I think we made a house out of the breadsticks. You know, it's a good time had by all.
Oh shit.
Yeah, those are the fucking days, man.
Those were the days.
And speaking of the days, yesterday was the fucking 20th. It would have been the 20th anniversary of fucking Turkey Fest.
Wow.
Wait, the 20th anniversary of what?
Of Turkey Fest.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel fucking old now, man.
I was scrolling through my memories, and this is always a very interesting time of year. Because literally for like 2 months straight, every single day there will just be some kind of like blah blah blah. Turkey Fest 4 is coming, and I'm like, oh, Fest 4 was like a long fucking time ago, and I looked and I was like, oh, the other day was like blah blah blah. Turkey Fest 10, and I was like, oh, that was 10 years ago. That would make this 20 years ago. Oh, holy fucking shit!
That was a good time, man. That was always a good time.
Like, the more time that passes and the older that I get, the more that I appreciate like all of the Turkey Festing. And I sound like a fucking old person right now.
Dude, we're all old.
Yeah. But I mean, it was just really fucking cool to like be even to like if I wasn't in the role that I was in, like it would still be like a really fucking cool thing to just like be a part of and to like have happen and shit like that.
I will say though, the only thing I didn't like about Turkey Fest was there was a solid chunk of people that would just like show up, chew and screw. That's it.
Yeah, that was fucking always annoying. Literally, like just about every year, except in the very beginning when like it legit. I think the first year there was like 22 people.
Yeah.
We got up to like 122 people.
Yeah.
There were a couple of them. Yeah, that one year where we made the 4 28-pound turkeys,
Yeah,
and Leon fried the 1 20-pound turkey.
Yep.
Leftovers, no leftovers.
Yeah, but I eat this, and then I'm gonna make a plate, and then I'm gonna go. Oh, okay.
So
Right.
explain for our 0 listeners what Turkey Fest is and like how it started.
Thanks, Bruce.
So I was just saying, explain like what Turkey Fest is and like how it started.
Oh shit. Okay. For all the viewers at home.
For
Listen,
all
the million-
for all the 0 viewers at home, yeah.
That's right.
Fuck you guys, I'm watching too, motherfuckers.
Well, it started 20 years ago, so we'll start off with that.
Mhm.
It was a concept that one of our buddies at the time, back in the day, I worked with at Wendy's. His name, we called him Saint Nate. He was a weird dude. Mad cool guy. I'm friends with him for fucking a long, long time. But he came up with this concept. We worked at Wendy's. He left to go to Florida to like start a new life, and it didn't work out. He fucking fell flat on his face, and he came back up, and that's when he came up with the idea. He was like, dude, like, he straight up, he was like, I spent Thanksgiving eating a fucking turkey TV dinner, sitting on the back of a truck, like pretty much by myself. And he's like, it would be really cool to just do something and like have some people together and do like a friends and whatever kind of deal. And he was telling me about it, and I was like, that's really fucking cool. And he was like, so do you want to do it? And I was like, fuck yeah. And he was like, all right, well, let's fucking make it happen. And a little while later, we were talking about it. He was like, oh, you've got like a list of like people you tried to invite and stuff. And I was like, oh yeah, man, I got like 110 people, because I mean I was fresh out of CCRI and like young and fucking high school and jobs and all kinds of shit like that. So I all kinds of people. And he was like, dude, I don't even think I've met like that many people in my life. Just invite him to this thing, and I'm like, yeah, it'd be fucking cool. I'm like, and I'm like, probably a third of these people are actually gonna fucking show up. But over the years, like, word began to spread, and like, it was crazy in the very beginning. I used to start sending out invites and like telling people in like July and August. You're like, oh, mark the date, the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Back in the day of AOL Instant Messenger and spreadsheets, I had it all spreadsheeted out. Who was coming, when I talked to them, if they were bringing something. And it just turned into like a really fucking cool thing. And then we started having people bring stuff for food drive, because the hall that we rented, the food bank used, and the fire department was straight up just like, well, we just kind of let them use it because we're being good guys. It's like, but you're paying us money to rent the hall, so fuck them. So like, we felt bad, so people would always ask like, oh, how much does it cost? Like, what do I do? And I'm like, dude, literally just show up. And then it turned into show up and bring canned goods. And we had some years where there was a lot of food that we used for the drives. And
That's cool, man.
Can
so like, down and thank us every year. It was the same people that did the food drive. They literally just moved them up on top of us in like the offices of the fire station. But yeah, it was just really fucking cool. And I mean, there was legit a handful of people that helped put it on. I mean, this guy, that guy, Andy Boss. Yeah, it was just like a group of probably over the span of what we do, 13 years. 13 years that we actually did it. There was probably a consistent 15 to 20 people that like were always like a part of the shopping and the fucking stuffing and the cooking and the coming up early and setting up the tables and shit like that. Like, and there were people, they would chew and screw, but there were also people that would like be like, bro, I'll show up at the hall at like fucking 8:30 in the morning and bring donuts. And I'm like, okay, fucking cool.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's really cool, man.
Yeah, there was quite a lot of memories. I mean, the first year, we cooked some of the turkeys. We started some of the turkeys at my mom's house, and we poked a hole in the bottom of one of the pans. So everyone was awoken at like 4:30 in the morning, just all the fucking smoke detectors going off in the house.
Oh, man.
How we started turkey. It was a great fucking time. Aren't you going up? Like, no way, it can't be time already. It wasn't time. No, the house. That was fucking something.
That alarm means something entirely different.
Yeah. That's total different reason behind it.
You know, I would posit then that you might have invented Friendsgiving without even being aware of it. Because people have that thing like Friendsgiving. It sounds like you kind of, in a way, started it.
Yeah, before that all became like a thing. Like that legit, like, yeah, we would the Saturday before Thanksgiving every year. Yep. And like I said, as the years grew, everybody just kind of, they would then in turn, it went from me messaging all kinds of people to them being like, so it's happening this year, right? Towards the end, tensions were high though. There's a lot of, because I mean, it is a process. I mean, you got to think we're throwing a full spread turkey dinner for 120 people.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's like,
That's insane.
We're just a bunch of fucking dudes trying to cook turkeys.
Right. Yeah, I mean, just think about like the effort that it takes to do like one Thanksgiving dinner. Never mind for that many freaking people. That's insane.
Yeah, on that level, yeah. You had a different thing that people went crazy about, like the year that Chris started the potatoes too early. Oh god. Yeah, I fucked up potatoes, and my mom straight lost her fucking mind. It was like, you're ruining Turkey Fest. You're ruining the whole. Like, I'm like, not to sound like big shit, but I am Turkey Fest. Yeah, I give y'all a bag of potato chips and a chicken leg and say, this is Turkey Fest. Have a good fucking day.
I will say though, if anybody asked me to describe like what was Turkey Fest, like Chris, you just had the perfect tagline for it. Like, we're just a bunch of dudes trying to cook turkeys.
Yeah. It. Yo, it straight up, it turned into an entire like fucking 3-day. I mean, for like the group of us too, like a 3-day ordeal where we would go and do the shopping. The couple nights before, we'd go and do the prep the nights before. Yeah, there'd be like 9 of us in Sam's Club, and at some point, someone would get like just irrationally fucking angry over like something, just something. It could be Turkey Fest. It could be a thing. It could be someone else that's right there helping you shop. It was the gloves came off.
Very high stress situation.
Yeah. And we had it down to like a pretty good science, but like it would still just be so tense sometimes.
That should honestly be a there should be a documentary about Turkey Fest, like legit. There really should. That'd be awesome. I'd pay to see it. Why the hell not?
Yep. It was really fucking cool. That was some shit. Yeah. Yep. And I mean, I've read all kinds of pictures. You know, back in my day, you needed a goddamn camera. Photos you can hold in your hand of like the first Turkey Fest, and like it's crazy to just look back and be like, holy fucking shit. Like how long it came. I think we got up to, what was it? Yeah, like 125 pounds of turkey. Was it 60 pounds of potatoes? 70 pounds of potatoes, something like that. Because we would make a meat stuffing, and we would stuff all fucking 5 birds.
And there was never enough. We always had to have pans of stuffing too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we'd peel potatoes that morning for like fucking an hour and a half. Be like, oh, handed out the peelers. Oh, there's 9 of us. Everyone's fucking peeling potatoes. Well, welcome to Turkey Fest. Came in early. Here's your peeler, bro. Get to fucking peeling. So, but I mean, it was really good times. And I mean, we always had help with, towards the end with dishes and breaking shit down and cleaning the place up and stuff like that. Yeah. So there was a year that we had the food fight. That was something. No one ate dessert because we used it in a food fight.
Oh my gosh.
Holy fuck! I will say, man, like all the hard work and prep, man. That was.
So we in the beginning we would just go back to my fucking mom's house and party. So there was a year that one of our friends got fucking wasted, and someone was in the bathroom and they had to throw up. So they tried front door, we had a chain lock, and they were too drunk to figure out a fucking chain lock. All over the back of my fucking mom's front door, and it smelled like Thanksgiving dinner. It was
Oh my god. Well, at least it was festive, I guess. Oh man.
Oh god. But then yeah, as we became older and we all were 21, we would go to Jillian's. Oh yeah. So we would the main group of us, we'd be functioning on like, I don't know, 2.5 hours of sleep trying to put this fucking monstrosity on. We would get done, and then we would just go straight to the bar. Like people like they would go home and they take naps. We'd be like, nah, bro, fuck it. We take naps, we're going to bed. We're just gonna go straight to the bar at 6:30. Yeah.
You know what happened? Pictures of kamikazes.
Yeah, pictures of kamikazes.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why the bartender allowed it, but he did it.
Yo, for those viewers at home, kamikaze is a shot. Should now be made into an entire fucking picture. And then the pictures for $27 for an entire picture of kamikazes.
That's insane.
And we would drink, everyone would have like 5 or 6 just pictures of kamikazes throughout the course of the night. Yep.
Man.
Bartender loved us because we'd show up and we'd be like, oh, hey. We'd get all the tables reserved. We'd be like, yeah, there's like 50 of us coming down. And we're going to just get wasted and we're going to fucking sing karaoke and it's going to be a grand old time. So, of course, they were like, here's cheap booze to get you all fucking hammered. Yeah. It was a great partnership.
Yeah.
It did always kind of like
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
I will say, man, it did actually kind of amaze me. Like there were times you would tell me like what happened at Jillian's like the next night and whatever have you, and I just always gave you this look like, how the fuck do you still have a liver? Like how did it not like cut its way out of your body, flip you off, say fuck you, I'm gone.
Yeah. For the viewers at home too that don't know, Andy had a supreme hatred for Jillian, so he did not attend that portion of the event.
Yes, probably what, a dozen times you ever went to Jillian's?
What's up?
You did a few times, but like you definitely like. I mean, you don't really drink either. But...
No, I really don't drink. So, I mean, it was more just like going there, just hang out with friends and whatnot. I mean, Jillian's like since then has gone out of business and whatnot, and it's become like a brew pub or something like that now.
Strangely enough, the bar that serves pictures of kamikazes went out of business.
Imagine
What a
that,
thought.
man.
Oh man.
That was a whole other fucking to do. Yep. How that place, they fucked up a real good thing. Oh my god. Yep. All they had to do was not fuck up, and all that they did was fuck up.
Yeah,
Just don't get people too drunk. Okay, sure. Yep, here's fucking, oh my god, if I had a nickel for for both of us. Every time. I mean, I was gonna DUI in the parking lot, falling out of my truck. Hogan saved me from a DUI. That was a great time.
I feel like every city has that bar though. Like every city or every town has that one bar that like they've been they've given so many citations, but still, like they're still in operation somehow. They know somebody or who knows, like.
I mean, there's the things get there. The St. Patrick's Day I saved you.
Yeah.
Where you can't fall together.
It's falling.
It's like 11 o'clock. This fool has been there since, I don't know, like 6. And I walk in and the bartenders see me and all they say is, oh, thank God you're here. He's fallen several times.
He's fallen several times.
Several times. Did you stop serving me? Now. Legitimately can't even stand. Let's keep them coming.
We'll contribute to the problem, but we sure won't solve it.
You're falling and you spilled a pitcher of water on the floor, and then you just kept falling down in the same water.
Oh
Like
my
a really,
God.
really shitty cartoon. Yeah, man. A really low budget, shitty cartoon. Yeah, we just keep falling.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was pretty much like Mr. Magoo goes to college or something like that.
Oh, how's he gonna fall this time? Oh, he's down. Okay, bye.
Oh, Chris Ritchie, you've done it again.
It's falling.
Function, you feel what I want to be.
But yeah, Bruce, there are so many stories about Chris drinking at Jillian's, man. It's just like
Drinking in general.
that's true, but I'd say like 80% of them, like 80 to 85% of them involve like drinking at Jillian's. Like,
oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
I don't know.
It was with the first time you made Jello shots and you overshot the mark.
Yeah. Jello shots. You know, we had a house party and I just said, "Fuck it, we're using all the alcohol." And I made 400 Jello shots, 400 or 500 Jello shots.
Oh my god.
And we had a low turn. Lots of shit happened, and like a bunch of people couldn't show up. And
there was a low turnout too. And it was just, I did the math. Everybody has to do it.
Yeah, no one believed it. Those fucking Jello shots are gone. I want them gone.
I will say though, oh my god, I will say though, one of the best like Chris drinking stories though happened to Jillian's, oddly enough. I remember we were at Jillian's, we were grabbing drinks and whatnot. We were gonna go back to Chris's place and just kind of hang out, play video games or whatever the fuck have you. But so I head off early, and I see his mom's there, and she's like, "Oh, Chris isn't with you?" I'm like, "No, I thought he was like with you or like with somebody else." She goes, "Oh, well, he's not back yet." I'm like, all right. Well, we had a few minutes and whatnot. Other friends start coming down. They're like, "Hey, we thought Chris was with you." I'm like, no. And then finally somebody came down. They were like, "Hey, Chris is just walking back. He's really pissed off." So I'm like, all right, I'll go fucking get him. I'll pick him up and whatnot. So I'm driving. Chris knows where this is going. But I'm driving down the fucking road, man. And I see there's Chris off to the side in a parking lot for a church that was just down the street from Jillian's, wearing a fucking sombrero. And I pulled into the parking lot, and it turned into him going off for 10 minutes on me, saying, "This is fucking blah, blah, blah." And it just ends it with, "Don't swear in a church parking lot." Don't swear in a church parking lot. I'm like, dude, you're in a church parking lot. You pretty much dropped the F-bomb like 5 fucking times here. He's like, "Ah, shit. Don't swear in a church parking lot."
By drunken Chris.
And the sombrero stayed on the entire time. It didn't fall over once. He didn't like take it off and throw it down like, "God damn fucking bitch." That was fucking hilarious, man. It just to this day, like if I have a rough day, I think about that and I'm like, that was funny.
I don't know. I think my favorite is probably the night that we played Drunken Rock Band at your mom's
Oh my
house.
god, and the neighbors called the police.
And the police showed up.
Oh my god. Yo, that, oh my god.
His mom in the house phone opening up the door and just saying, "Why won't you leave my poor boys alone? They're just playing their video games."
Oh my god.
Stop their video games so loud.
So loud. It was hysterical. Yo, we were rocking the fuck out, obviously.
We looked and we were like, "Wait a second. Are those red and blue rolling lights in the window?" And then knock, knock, knock.
Like, oh, as soon as I saw it, like, yeah, they're here. They're here for us. We're rock banding too loud.
Oh
I
man.
told you, leave these poor boys alone. And I was so pissed. Yeah, she straight up was lecturing the police officer. Yep. Cop just, okay, please tell them to be quiet.
It's long gone, but I used to have a recording of my band at the time practicing in my condo, and we had the police called on us. So you just hear like boom, 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 boom in the background, and someone goes and answers the door, and then like the recording cuts off. I don't know whatever happened to it, but man, that was hilarious.
Fucking A, man.
Not a drunk story, but
No, not drug story, but still, the cops get called in.
Top story.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I mean, like, we were, like, you know, pounding a drum set in a condo. Like, what did we expect, you know?
Yeah.
The older that I get, the more on the fuck 'em boat I am. Fuck 'em. Oh, man. Yeah, there were some crazy fucking times at Jillian's. I mean, we had crazy house parties, too. We did. We would fit like fucking 80 to 100 people in that house on Fifth Street. Like 840 square foot house apartment, and there'd be just bodies fucking stacked on top of each other. You know?
Yeah.
So people upstairs, people literally in the stairs, people downstairs, people in the basement, people in the front, people in the back. And we never got the cops called on us.
How do you tell that the cops in West about that kind of stuff? I mean, there'd be parties where the cars would be parked from our driveway down Border Street, down around the corner, all the way down to Factory Street.
They'd be like a mile wide load of cars.
You'd get updates. People, yep, we're parking over the parking lot now. Walking up, shuttle people to your house to get to the house party now. Never.
I mean, it's not like the cops were a far distance away from you guys, like from that house. I mean, it was literally like a 1 minute walk from your house too.
Right around the corner. Yeah. Oh. I mean, there was a big cry where we were all just doing shots in the driveway.
Not like 3 or 4 of us. There was fucking like 30 of us.
I think yeah.
Just doing shots in the driveway, just straight up partying in the fucking driveway. How long? I don't know. Fucking literally the whole fucking day. You know. Oh man. Now if I drank like that, I just die. My liver. There's no hangover. There'd be excruciating pain and then death. Yo, my liver's like, well, you stopped, so we're just done with this now.
Like I'm pretty sure, like if you had to get like a new liver, it would just be like a Franken liver, like just different parts of a liver from like 5 different people and whatnot.
I'm sure it must. I mean, and I know. I mean, now the only shitty shit that I put in to be processed is those shitty fucking energy drinks. Like, no, I mean, we have what? I mean, I did have that 8-cent beer the other day.
Oh, that's 80-cent beer. Yeah. And you do have the diabetes service from your customer.
Yes. Oh my god, dude! I have a lady who every 2 weeks she puts in. She's a nice lady, sweet fucking lady. Helps me out at work. She puts in like $160 to like a $200 order for fucking Schwann's food. So I'm like, fuck yeah, this lady's great. You're helping my paycheck so much. And she'll tip me she'll usually give me like $5 and a fucking soda. The daily value on the soda, it's like 92% for the sugar. Is there one in the fridge still?
I think so.
Yeah, yeah. So I have to watch those, but
yeah, Jesus Christ, dude.
I don't drink a lot of alcohol, thank God, because my liver would just. It's probably like 82 years old right now. So,
like Chris is like 38, but his liver's about 97.
Special guest appearance.
Uh-oh. From the patio.
Oh.
Ooh.
Seeing that?
That is fucking gorgeous.
Damn.
That
is lovely.
Oh.
There we go.
Damn it, now I'm
Test
hungry.
run. Trial run. That looks like it's going to be
It's a long drive, but I mean, there's always room at our table for Thanksgiving. Come on down.
It'll be worth it.
All right, I gotta end this because I gotta hop on a fucking plane. I'll see you
seriously.
Live from the patio, all 4 of us now.
Hey man, that wouldn't be a bad thing.
Oh, man. Now you're just stuck with my ugly fucking face for the meantime. So
You're stuck with ours, so
yes, exactly.
It's kind of a trade-off.
Oh shit! But yeah, no, I just wanted to touch base on some Turkey Fest.
Yeah. If you
I was about it, and I was like, that's fucking wild. Yep. And
So-
it is just they're crazy. Like I said, the more I look back at it, I'm like, it really was like a kind of special fucking. There was a lot of hard work that we put, motherfucker, that we put into every year. But no, yeah, it was a lot of fucking fun.
Well, let me ask you this, man. So thinking back on all the memories of Turkey Fest, is there one that like just stands out as like favorite memory, or the one that you feel like, hey, like you feel like the most accomplished from doing it?
I honestly would say the food fight year, because it was legit like a month after my dad died. And it was just weird because he was like a really big part of it in the beginning too. And he would get so fucking excited. So excited for Turkey Fest and to like just see everybody and to just be able to fucking bullshit with everybody. And so like that year with it coming up, we were just kind of like and we did it, and like we set up he had a special fucking like memoriam put up like at his chair at the head table and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whatever, and it was just kind of we just kind of emotions, and then one thing led to another, and a fucking food fight broke out, and it was hysterical. Yeah, it definitely changed the tone of that Turkey Fest, and like it was just a cool way to end it. I mean, it was a lot of fucking work. I mean, we got pie on the ceiling. There was pie in the bathrooms. There was fucking pie outside. There was fucking corn everywhere. It was insane. We had a huge dessert table, and somebody might have got like a brownie, and then like fucking all hell broke loose. It was fucking. It was insane. And my mom was just like, "Everyone stop it!" And everyone was like, "Fuck you!" It was fucking.
Like for those that don't know, the only way I can really describe Chris's mom is like a female version of Joe Pesci. Like that's the only thing I can think of. Like she would literally like go up to Chris like, "Listen to me, you little motherfucker." It's like there's no argument for it.
Oh man, but yeah, no, that was. I mean, there were lots of memories, and I mean, we would fucking play football every year. We'd go play football out by the car, and we'd play poker, and the people that would show up early, because I mean, you obviously. That many turkeys on that magnitude is going to take a long fucking time to cook. So we get to the hall at like 5 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning, some kind of shit like that to start.
Yeah, I mean,
fucking put the birds in where you gonna do it. Like, oh, our job here is done. Cool. And we, the first year we were like, okay. So we would set up, and then we'd we'd play poker. Like all morning, we'd play poker, we'd play cards, and like all kinds of shit like that. So, yeah, it was good times. It was good times.
Always was, man.
Taking a stroll down memory lane.
Don't swear in a memory parking lot.
Right. Swear.
Don't forget your sombrero.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think we should wrap up the podcast soon. But the other thing I wanted to talk about was the which we didn't talk about was the death of Kevin Conroy. As far as I'm concerned, definitive Batman. Do you guys have a like a Kevin Conroy like scene or moment that kind of sticks out to you guys, like be it from like the TV shows, movies, video games, whatever have you?
I mean, not a definitive scene, but I mean, it was definitely just the memory of rushing to get home to watch every single day when it was on. I mean, that was definitely like one of my favorite, and still is one of my favorite shows of all time. I mean, I bought the entire series on DVD, and because I watch cartoons all the time, so I don't care.
Dude, I'm 38. I still watch cartoons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to grow up so much that I can't watch cartoons.
Like if it ever gets to the point where I can't watch cartoons and I don't laugh at farts anymore, please somebody kill me. Like maybe make me a lottery winner, please.
Laughing farts daily in this house. Daily. Yo, there's like zero holding back on anyone shitting their pants in the house at any given moment. It just happens. I'm so glad that we're all so carefree about it. Sometimes it's gonna shit your pants, man. It's not healthy to hold it in. Or shit your pants.
I mean, what also helps, when you shit your pants is that it's a dry heat outside.
You don't want that moist heat shit. You don't want any of that.
Oh, forget it. If it's a swampy, like 180 outside, oh, forget it. Done.
Oh.
Bruce, you have a favorite, like, Batman animated scene or anything, man?
Not a specific scene, no. Like Ryan, I don't have like a specific thing, but I do remember obviously loving the series, but I remember kind of getting in trouble with, like, my uncle and I getting in a little bit of trouble with our family because I remember Mask of the Phantasm came out on Christmas, and he and I were like, we're going to go see it. And they were like, you're going to go see a movie on Christmas? We're like, it's Batman. Like, yeah, we are. Like,
it's Batman, you uncultured fuck.
What do you do on Christmas? Like,
really?
But yeah, so like we saw it in the theater, and that was awesome seeing, Mask of the Phantasm like on the big screen. Was crazy.
I will say, man, that is probably the best Batman movie ever.
Oh yeah. I've been meaning to go back and check it out, but it's been a while.
I have it somewhere here. I'm probably gonna watch that again. But I mean, just the scene in Mask of the Phantasm, like Ryan, Chris, you guys seen that before or no?
Oh, of course.
Okay. Just like the scene where like Bruce Wayne is like kneeling down at his parents' grave and like trying and like talking to them and saying like, please, like, I didn't count on being happy. I need to like trying to like talk to his parents about like getting out of being Batman. I mean, that to me just like, holy shit. Like, like that was the show stealer. Like that was the flare flop of the movie. Like that stole the fucking scene. That scene like just stole the entire movie.
And I mean, just everything about that, the animated series and all of the movies associated with it. I mean, everything about the world that they built is just incredible to me. To me, it's one of the most well-designed cartoons, and there's just so much art to it that you just I don't think you appreciate unless you actually appreciate the medium of cartoons.
Yeah.
On a large scale of things, yeah. I mean, the fact that they had it set during the present time, but they brought that like 40s and 50s noir style to it.
Yeah, it's definitely like Art Deco influence
to it, but at the same time, it's still a kids' cartoon. But I mean, rewatching it as an adult too, I mean, you can really appreciate just how dark some of the scenes are in it.
Yeah.
And all of the voice acting is incredible. I mean, both my favorite Batman and my favorite Joker both reside in that universe.
Did you ever hear the Tim Curry Joker takes?
I did.
And you know what? I gotta say, I love Tim Curry, but I'm so glad that Mark Hamill ended up becoming Joker. I mean, obviously he's an iconic Joker, but like, man, there's no comparison.
No, it's like if they were baseball players, Mark Hamill would be Aaron Judge, and Tim Curry in that role would be a T-ball player. Like, like you really compare it. Like
Stevie Wonder.
I think that voice acting is not a very understood or as appreciated of a medium until maybe more recently. I mean, you don't get to physically act. Everything that you do is with your voice.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be able to portray all of the emotion, and you have to not only do that, but I mean, the fact that they have to, if it's done well, match up everything that they're doing with the animation while it's happening too, especially for older cartoons because they didn't have CGI.
Right.
It was really you're watching this and reacting in live time to the animation going on.
Yeah.
But if you watch Mask of the Phantasm, like there is some CGI, but it's like it's like almost like in its infancy. So like you compare it to like CGI now, you're just like, wow, this doesn't really fucking hold up at all. This looks like garbage. But I mean, that's like, you know, a small like a small complaint on like the Mona Lisa, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, like saying, "Oh, there's a little smudge."
Yeah, it's like okay. Yeah, it's okay. So what?
And it's also crazy to think how far CGI has come along in just that fucking small span of time.
Yeah.
But like the thing that I learned that was absolutely fucking insane, like that, like the role of Batman, that was Kevin Conroy's first like voice action, like voice audition,
Wow.
and he got it.
Hmm.
And,
I mean, knocked it out of the park too. I mean, when I think of Batman, I think of his voice.
yeah, it's like, you know, watch another Batman movie, like watch The Dark Knight, and just think like, shit, how much better would this have been if fucking Conroy did the voiceover for Christian Bale as Batman? Like if they like so if they
Until just the past year or so, I know Andy, the two of us have had plenty of conversations where we've both been like, we want Kevin Conroy, even if he plays old Bruce Wayne at this point, we get to see Batman Beyond. Like, I want to see him do a live action.
and the thing is, we actually did kind of get that in the TV like Arrowverse. There was an episode, I think it was an episode of Batwoman, where like they're going to like the Crisis on Infinite Earths like storyline, and there was like a scene they went to where Kevin Conroy played Bruce Wayne. He's walking around in like this mechanical suit almost to like help him walk because he got fucked up by Superman. And it was just it was such a cool scene. It's like he finally got that. Like he finally got to like step in front of the camera and just like, I am Batman. You know, that whole thing. Like but I will always fucking love and appreciate his fucking work. And like, good luck to anybody reading a comic book or seeing anything Batman related and not hearing his voice.
Yeah, really.
Exactly.
I will say it was kind of cool seeing his reaction to Bruce for Ryan's wedding. I got him and his wife Amy like a pro wrestling like title belt, like custom made and everything. Had it signed by Billy West and Kevin Conroy. And you know, I pull the fucking belt out of the bag, and Kevin Conroy is looking at it. He's like, "Where should I sign this?" Like, I'm like, dude, anywhere you want. You have carte blanche. You want to sign on the front, sign on the back. I don't care, man. But yeah, he was absolutely cool about it, man.
I imagine Kevin Conroy not getting a lot of title belts to sign.
I don't imagine anybody other than a non-wrestler getting title belts to sign.
You are the champion of Batman. Like, well, I'll give you that, but I never seen a title for it, so.
Yeah.
And I mean, talk of two of the best voice actors of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would definitely say of all time, yes.
Yeah, I would definitely put them right up there with Mel Blanc. I mean, they were the 90s and 2000s a good one.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Did we lose Andy? Did he freeze?
I think he froze.
Uh-oh. Oh, there he is.
Maybe.
Maybe? I think. He's stuttering. He's puttered and stuttering.
Okay.
Yeah. Goddamn Verizon.
There we go.
Or
Only the top-notch quality here on Let Us Cast, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse me,
I
I
think
have
I
to
just
get
got
some
a lot
bubble
of
gum.
I was gonna say, I think I just got a lottery ticket from Verizon. Awesome.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us this week on Let Us Cast. And yeah, you guys have anything you want to plug before we head out here?
Eat the fuck out of some turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be thankful.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody have a good Thanksgiving. Same. Yeah. Eat the fuck out some turkey. Spend some quality time with people that you're close with. You know, all that good stuff. Yeah. Bottom
So
line, guys.
what part of the turkey is the fuck?
Yeah. That's what
I think what you do is you eat turkey until you go, fuck.
So you're saying the next day with leftovers, so you open the fridge and you're just like, fuck.
There's still more.
Like, I made an omelet, I made a sandwich, and it looks like there's nothing, like there's no dent taken out of this fucking thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so much turkey.
Bruce, you got anything to plug, man?
I got nothing, man. No, well, actually, I guess I do. The Artist Works thing that you got me for my birthday, which thank you again with Paul Gilbert. If anybody's interested in taking lessons, I highly recommend it because so far it's been really awesome and helpful for me. So check out Artist Works. It seems like there's a lot of different stuff up there for all kinds of different things, not just guitar. So check it out if you're interested in taking lessons with a pro.
If you also want to get lessons with a pro, like Bruce is available for guitar lessons.
Yeah. Professional what?
Professional ball kicker. God, try and do something nice for you. Jesus Christ. Fucking alley. I honestly don't have anything to plug, but I will say again, if anybody out there is struggling, somebody is out there to listen to you. So please reach out for help. It is not a weakness. Seek therapy, counseling, friends, family, whatever you need. They are out there. Please ask for them.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All
That
right.
is correct.
Absolutely.
All that, a bag of chips and a turkey leg.
And a turkey leg. That's right.
And
Bag of
turkey.
chips.
So that's going to do it for us this week on Let Us Cast. I am Andrew.
I'm Bruce.
Guys,
Oh, man, I'm Chris.
God, Chris is even late with an outro. Good God. so fucking on brand with you. God damn
All
it.
right, we got to edit this right now.
You can tell we practice.
I love you for that. That's going to do it for us this week. Take care, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you again soon.